go again. Another late night shift. The day before I board the plane. Getting off at 11. This is gonna be one sleepless night once again. Just like last month with Disney. It is futile to sleep tonight. was good and bad timing. I came back.
Well, we're going to have some nice weather this week.
Should.
Charlie likes to park on the 7th floor, which is the roof. And sometimes you have a really good view from up there.
I always park on the top floor like him at the mall. Considering I work at a store that's affiliated with the mall. It's pretty...
So yeah, I bet we're not seeing too much mountain view today.
We will eventually.
Yeah.
This is only the first hour of me visiting. I've not set a foot on Oregon soil since 2010.
Yeah, that's a long time. I was trying to remember what year it was. Woo! I know how to turn left, just like a NASCAR driver.
Why are they designed like that anyway?
I don't know.
It's weird.
It seems like it's the weak direction. Maybe that's why.
Except, oh yeah, you were going left.
I was going counter.
You want to ask me?
You said something about sports.
Something about my Instagram posts?
So I don't have Instagram. Declan got it, and we are just not that familiar with it. So
It's mostly posts as statuses for pictures rather than just posts themselves. It's
yeah,
not like Facebook.
all right. Now we're going over the Columbia Slough, which is like an old side trail of the river, but now it's cut off from the river. It's sort of like a separate channel. And it's right in this little valley here. And then we go across a golf course, and I bet there's people golfing today.
I wonder what they look like in Portland. Seems to be just as green as New England.
Yeah, we had a little tiny bit of rain yesterday. Just a teeny bit. And today's supposed to get hot, but it's pretty nice right now.
Everyone says that California is the Massachusetts of the West Coast, but based on the culture here, it seems like Oregon's the Massachusetts.
Oregon's pretty nice.
California, in my opinion, is the New York of the West Coast.
United, united, united we stand. United we stand, one and all. United, united, united we stand. United we never shall fall. United, united, united we stand.
That's when they go away and works out really well.
That gives me hope for my older cat to adapt to my new kitten.
Yeah, it's hard when you've been the
It
queen bee
sucks.
for however long. I mean, how long has she been the queen bee?
13 years.
That's a long time.
However, for 1 year, she had a brother with her until
Yeah.
Patrick. You probably know
I
about
remember
that.
that. That was really, really awful.
I couldn't. I was weeping every month about it. But Titan helped the pain.
Oh, no doubt.
I love Titan to this day. Still.
He's a sweet dog.
Absolutely.
A little excitable.
Funny, too. Every friend of mine tells me he's extremely funny.
I know Mark loves Titan too. Don't they have a special bond?
Absolutely.
All right, we're crossing over the east-west highway now, and it's really bad traffic. You never go that way.
At least Titan can handle my new kitten fine.
Oh, that's good. You guys see a lot of man. Nature and, the hiking and camping and stuff.
Similar to Boston.
And so we were looking at a bunch of cities around the West, and then
Found here.
about 4 months before we were going to move, whoops, I'm going straight here actually. We went to Martha's Vineyard in the spring, and it was really chilly and beautiful.
99?
Yeah, spring of 99, like March of 99.
I remember you telling me it was the end of 99 you went.
Yep. So we went to Martha's Vineyard, and we said, you know what? We can't be too far from an ocean. So that's how we decided that we had to be close enough to an ocean. And so then we ruled out Colorado and Utah, and then we said, how about
Yeah.
Portland?
Those are pretty much nowhere.
Well, they have beautiful mountains and...
Oh yeah, for Colorado, it's not entirely nowhere, but Utah.
Yeah, we thought about, not really seriously thought about Salt Lake City, but
But at least it's not Arkansas or Mississippi.
oh no, we would never
Trash
move
heap
there.
states.
Ever, ever, ever.
I will never visit those states in my life.
Charlie has a friend from work who's from Alabama.
Ugh.
We've gotten to know her and her
Gross.
boyfriend pretty well, and they don't live in Alabama. They made a choice to get the heck out of Alabama and move
I don't
here.
blame them. The only reason I ever plan to go to Alabama is because of Talladega. Nothing else. Alabama is one of the worst states in the United States. Ever. Hey! It's me.
Yeah, he's a cat person. It's okay. empty our Johnny bag.
It's pretty nice indeed. Hey, nice Pats flag.
Yeah. Yes, it has.
Of course, I would know who it is. It's Declan. Look. How could the Boston sports bug bite him, despite him living in Oregon all his life?
I don't know. And yeah, this is our.
Kiwi. Good kiwi.
He was looking kind of dumb when he came up and he spun, then he played all of it on Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart wanted it.
Oh, Kamikaze. You are something else. Since you get mad at Mears, thinks he's smart, but he's really dumb.
So many cars, so many wrecks, he just has a persecution complex.
You got that right, Brad.
I'm so sorry, I forgot it was the Kyle Busch show.
Hey Kyle,
Roasted.
you're an asshole. No one likes you. Go home. Hey Kyle, you're a dumb bitch, plus a tough guy. Grow up, and then you wrecked for today. No one's out to get you.
Kyle Busch should be marked for this race and maybe the rest of the season.
Okay, that got a bit out of hand, but I think you get the idea when it.
Oh. Nah, shit, I didn't mean to. Yeah, I know you hate him. This guy's hilarious. Good thing I can now watch YouTube on television. Well, I haven't seen my best friend's popping videos yet. Oh, hey, cute Fluttershy t-shirt. I see you were trying to get the air pressure as hard as you could. I didn't mean to do that one. This was taking place at BronyCon at night, I see. I can only imagine how loud that was in the real life. I can only imagine that cap hitting that person's head by the trash can. Ow, for... the heck is this about? Uh-oh. Oh! Wait, what? Did I miss something? I'm gonna shut up. Whoever that person was, she sounded exactly like Pinkie Pie. I'm so glad I decided to come across your channel today, Lane, on the big screen. I'm gonna watch it again for laughs. That so far is my favorite.
are the worst/weakest links, meaning bands, to metalcore, deathcore, new metal, and glam metal. Well, obviously the weakest links in metalcore would be a lot of the bands that have come out in this decade that are just trying to emulate the bands from the early 2000s.
Answering my question.
Back in the history of metalcore. Like, metalcore to me is not a bad genre. Like, the idea
I
of
used to hate it,
metalcore
but
is
not
good.
anymore.
You know, basically, metalcore started as a progression from the crossover thrash scene when they were combining hardcore punk with metal or thrash in general and trying to mesh the two together to create something unique. Metalcore was essentially that, but more extreme. You know, there was a lot more death metal influence coming in and more thrash influence coming into the early metalcore days. You know, bands like Earth Crisis, Integrity, Hatebreed, Converge, all basically had a more extreme
Great bands. I saw Converge live, might I add.
metal aspect to their sound than the crossover bands of the 80s. And then bands wanted to take
I'll be right back.
Between you and I, you seem to have control. Never giving in.
Pretty Charlie Carlson
For
summer.
love, even though you can't stand no break without me. How do you think you can keep from going? Well, I think you want me to fall down. Well, I know you want me to fall.
I did not expect Portland to get Arizona heat.
I did not expect Portland.
It's not going to be this hot the whole time. It's going to go down to the 70s.
I did not expect
Between you and you have the upper
And I like that.
forcing
That all
change.
pretty diverse. They are. As they should be.
So long. How long do you think you can keep from going?
A lot of
Well, I think you want me to fall down. Well, I know you want me to
So Spanish class was the time I had to use the bathroom. And I was able to say it in Spanish, and the teacher was very proud of me.
Oh, Come on,
What could exactly be the holdup here?
people. People are trying to go left and they don't have a left turn signal.
SMH.
Well, we're almost there.
I'm pretty sorry.
So. Oh, there's a historic movie theater right there, the Hollywood
That's why I
movie
took
theater.
out my camera.
It's super cool looking. Maybe we'll drive by it. They have like, that's where they show like 2001 in 70 millimeter and that kind of thing.
They show classic movies?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Every month they have something. All right, I'm gonna let you go.
Is wearing thin, somewhere in the distance, like a long lost friend. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. Lord, here I come again. Come again. Been so long since I've seen you, girl.
They hate us because they ain't us. Exactly. I have a shirt that says that. Don't hate, appreciate.
Probably go to Grant High School, which is the one near here.
Hollywood Mall? That's a mall?
Well, not much of one.
Really?
Over there.
Well,
It's across the street. It's not really much of a
very
mall.
anticlimactic compared to ours.
Are you filming all of this?
Yes. And if you don't want, I won't include your voice. Don't
Oh,
worry.
it's okay. It's okay. I like my voice in movies.
Oh, then I'll carry on.
My favorite song.
Okay, Kansas.
Hey, I'm not a redneck, so
Look at that facade. Isn't it beautiful?
Well, I didn't call you Arkansas or Mississippi.
there's no rednecks in Kansas.
True. Kansas is still a pretty bad state, but not as bad as Mississippi and Arkansas. Sorry to bother you, Black KK Klansmen. Okay, I had no idea my video was gonna be PI, but whatever.
What's PI?
Politically incorrect.
Speaking of politically incorrect,
That's a Spike Lee movie. All right, somebody's letting us go. kind of a close-in industrial warehousey neighborhood. But this is camping. There's lots of campers around here.
I don't remember Portland like this.
It's gotten a lot more built up, I would say.
I'm gonna buy a minor league team in Providence, Rhode Island called the Rhode Island Reds. I just need to ask the Cincinnati Reds that I can call them the Reds. Then we'll be good. The liquor store!
Goodness.
Now we're getting close to the light rail tracks. Well, it's also Amtrak and freight trains. So sometimes you can get caught because there's a train going by. We'll see what happens. Up to Jones Hospital. Here comes one down.
Oh, I think I remember taking that.
It's pretty
8
cool.
years ago. 8 years ago,
Yeah,
I
when
took
it was
that.
brand new, right? Wasn't
Yeah.
it brand new?
I remember taking that.
Yeah.
I really do. With the Wallaces. I remember that 100%.
Good Lord, dude.
Jesus. That scared me a little. It is pretty cold.
Yep.
get that done.
Absolutely. Great answer.
I'm gonna crack the windows a little. Turn that off. And that. Okay.
Here we go.
I'm gonna grab my bag of
I was really good. I had a lot of fun. I didn't get trouble.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing, man?
Great.
That's our dog. You like dogs?
Absolutely. I have one myself.
That's Mia.
You're Mia?
Titan.
She's super sweet.
Come here. My God, what happened to you? You look furrier now.
So you don't text me back? How was school yesterday?
Frank, fuck, Mia. Mia, how you doing? I know
Miss
dog names.
Mia Wallace.
They're non-binary. The dog is.
The dog?
Yeah.
Do
They're
they
non-binary.
do they claim that?
No, I just made that up. And now it's going to be that way.
Well, it is nature.
Nature is nurture. Oh, start filming Mia too. Hey Mia, smile for the picture. Oh fuck, that was a picture. That was a video. Mia, smile for the movie.
Real.
Oh, good dog, good doggy. Oh, baby.
It's Mia.
Hey Mia.
Mia Wallace.
Is that your ID, Declan?
This is my school ID.
You gotta have that on you at all times.
Nope, I'm not. Nope.
Come on, it's just gum.
It's prank gum, Alex. I've seen
Based
it.
on what?
I've seen it before. Okay.
What?
I know
When?
It's a prank.
Come on, don't
No,
be. You're
no,
chicken.
I'm not a pussy. I'm not a pussy. I just know that's
You're
prank
chicken.
gum.
You're chicken.
Is it gonna snap my thumb or shock me? Is it gonna shock me?
Neither.
What's it?
You're gonna unwrap it and chew on it and blow a bubble,
No,
and it's gonna
snap my
explode
thumb.
like a
I'm not
grenade.
falling for that.
Exactly.
Do it.
I got in trouble
Do
in
it.
school for that once, Alex.
Yes, Joan told me about that.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. I don't think I.
This was
Whatever it
not
is, it
here
must
when
be.
you were last here. This is just a few years old. So these three are all blueberry bushes, and there might still be some berries on there. I'm gonna see if I can find a blueberry.
Hold on 1 second.
But Hayden's probably having her last week of her job, right?
Yeah, Friday's her last night. And then she's going back to school on Monday.
You said Sunday.
Things change. She's got a ride, so.
You gotta be flexible.
Oh, so you don't have
We,
to take her?
yeah, we were gonna drive her on Sunday, but then she was talking to a friend of hers who was like,
Silas.
no, I don't know, is she going, her older maybe? I don't remember who it is, but they're driving down on Monday, so she's just like, oh, I'll just go a day later and get a ride with them. And I'm like, sounds good to me, because it saves us a 160-mile ride.
And she's all moved in already, right? I mean,
Yeah, she's been going back and forth a couple of times, so she took a bunch of stuff back. So she doesn't have a ton of stuff now. So she's all good.
Brent, you got Instagram?
I got Instagram, bro.
Alright. What's your username?
Try at O'Malley's Ghost.
O'Malley's Ghost.
That's what I changed my Twitter and my Instagram feed to. I don't have a That might be it. I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, she will bug you all night.
It looks like she already likes me.
She does.
No, you gotta put the. Don't you have to put the @ symbol in?
No.
Until the neighbors come
You
home.
don't?
No. You try that though.
She loves
Not
to
for
listen
Instagram.
in.
See?
I wonder how
Not for Instagram.
Yeah, I wonder.
how Lou and
I'll look in a second.
Maven's first
Alright.
day of school was.
What's that?
How their days of school
Oh.
was. Have you seen it?
Nope. I saw him the first day of school. Yep.
So,
Capri's in 5th grade, Marin's in 2nd grade.
So last year.
And Mark
last
was Mark.
year,
You know,
You're not even
okay,
right.
you know what? 1, that's not appropriate. 2, stop teasing him.
I wasn't teasing.
That was me. That was me.
Yeah.
I apologize.
That was out to everyone, even though, and then so that.
You know what?
Are you hungry? Do you need a snack?
Usually on yours.
What?
So,
What?
stop.
I'm trying to socialize here in
Okay.
real time.
For once.
Okay. For once, please.
So, but you're liking your
You
job?
were saying?
Oh yeah, Capon Park.
Yeah.
Capon Street Park. They just
Yeah.
it
It's
was
just slow. You know, it's just like, you know, they
project
kind of
need
build
money. They need a
Tufts
tap house.
University.
They
and they redid the park right by our house. And there was a
merchandising.
really fun
They
park
need
with
more
water.
distribution.
No. That
I think I might have saw it.
You know what?
Not sure.
It's just hard.
You were there a lot.
Scratch. Okay, going
Like in the water.
from nothing. You're walking into a bar being, hey, you know, my name's
Oh,
Glenn. This is who
yeah.
I work
Those-
for.
I saw
Are you
those
guys
pictures the
interested
other
in
day.
Buying our beer.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I
Yeah,
know
no
exactly
doubt.
what you're talking
But
about.
I work with
Yeah,
people
that's a
who,
look.
on most occasions, have a good reputation.
I remember one
The
time.
guy Jim Parker I worked
And
for
I think
helped
I
Barrel
had
get going.
Calvin too.
Oh, okay.
He
So I
was
had
the president of
Harrison,
the Oregon Brewers Association.
and then you and Hayden,
He
but I think
started
you
the
and Hayden
newsletter
were
back in
probably
the early
walking.
90s. He's friends
Because
with
I
Don
think
Younger
Holden
from
and
freaking
Al-
Horse.
Oh, yeah, I know who
Alpha
that
in
is.
the
If you
wagon.
see Jim
Youngest,
Parker,
yeah.
In the
you're like,
wagon.
oh, how's Jim doing?
And like there was like
Okay.
a little like
I mean,
neighborhood
it's
store
that.
near our house.
Okay.
So
so if you go to
And
a
so
bar
we
and
walked
talk
there
to
to get like
Jim
ice
Parker,
cream or
I'm having,
something.
no,
Oh my god, the
I'm
guy
having-
gave me the
I'm having
dirtiest looks because I
success.
think he thought
I'm
like
having
all
more
5 of you were
success.
my kids.
west
Really?
of here.
Oh, he was
Like my
such
tap house
ass.
is in
Ew.
Beaverton,
I was just
Tigard,
like,
Uh-huh.
Tualatin,
fuck, dude. Seriously?
bars in
He was rude.
Gaston,
I hope
Newburgh,
he's fired
Forest
by
Grove.
now. Okay,
I
I
think he
won't,
was
I
the
won't
owner.
be that harsh.
I think he was probably the owner.
are all.
I
Some
won't
of
be
you guys
that
are
harsh,
excited
but-
that someone came in
I
and
was
talked
just
to them about
like, we
beer.
just went there for
Okay.
like ice cream.
Who was he to judge
But
in
you
the
go
first
downtown
place?
Bailey's Tap House.
Yeah,
Or-
but I always look
Yeah,
younger
they're
than
like,
I am,
see ya.
And then I had these
You know,
like,
it's like,
he must have
but
been
the
like,
thing is like they
What
know
is her-
who's involved.
yeah.
But it's like you have to
he
show up
only
a
knew.
certain amount of
I was already
time.
educated.
Right.
You know, I'm like this every week. I leave Bailey's. I'm like, this fucking close.
A little
Some of you guys are
closer.
kidding. You know, and it's just like
You gotta
oh, it's
keep
cool.
your dialogue
Calvin
going,
and Will
right?
would be in the
Trigger.
wagon because
Yeah.
And
they
then
were
all these tap
youngest
houses
of
have
the
tap
crew.
takeovers and stuff.
I think
where
Calvin was
they'll
like-
put 3 to
I remember
6
him, like, even
beers
being
from
in
the
the-
same
like, in the
brewery
baby
on,
seat.
and then you're like,
And then
that
Holden
kills
just
6
sitting
lines for however
in front,
long. It's
and
just
then-
like,
You have
you know,
to,
you're,
you
you're,
get to
it's like
see him grown
you
up
get
in
blocked
person.
out.
I
Yeah.
know.
You
I
know,
haven't
so
seen him.
some of it's good.
Yeah.
You already saw me
I
at
don't think
one.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Cute
so
pictures.
Is it commission
Did you
based?
ever-
or-
yeah, it's 10.99.
When you were
I'm a
seeing me
contract
as
employee.
a
I
young
gotta keep
toddler
track of my
all the
mileage,
time,
everything I
did you ever
pay
picture
for.
me with long
And you'll have
hair?
to deal with like taxes and all.
Well,
Your hair was
I guess you
short.
do that
I'll let you know
already.
the
You have
end
good
of the
looking
year.
hair.
Yeah.
Why
So
not have it
it's
long?
different, you know. I got to record
Right?
what I
Fits
make.
my
I don't
persona.
even got a check yet. But then again,
Like
you know,
my
the first
uncle.
6 weeks was.
Oh,
I don't think I sold my first barrel until like
Mark.
a month in.
Yeah,
Right.
Oh my God, you do look a lot
You
like
know.
Mark.
So there's a
And-
long
Your hair's
lead,
not
there's a
curly
long runway.
straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wavy.
yeah, and you just kind of want it.
This is like
you know, you want it to
super
take
tight.
off.
Yeah.
You know, but
But
look
yeah,
what you're up
your
against
grandmother
in,
was
in
here.
the Portland market.
We had fun.
In March, I
Yeah, we
believe.
had so
You
much
know,
fun.
so
Didn't we?
we went to
When
this.
your
Joe
grandmother
and I,
was here last
I saw
night.
pictures too.
we did the loop like the Newburgh up to Forest Grove loop a few weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
So we get to this place, cute little.
Oh,
he
look
is.
who it is! Uncle Charlie.
Hey,
How was school today, Charlie?
It's been
You got
3
your
years. How's
backpack
it going?
Nice shirt, dude.
Oh, that is a nice shirt. Yeah. That's not Glenn, is it?
Oh yeah.
No,
It's a hand-me-down.
It's
No,
a hand me
not
down
for
from
me.
someone.
nope,
Not from a-
that would not have left my sight. And that's a lot
Hey,
coming from
Charlie.
me.
Do you have any kidney pie or liver?
No.
You get the joke, right?
No.
You don't remember from 3 years ago?
I can't remember from last night.
No, no.
It's like,
And afterwards I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to see her anyway. Just as far as how to hook you guys up tomorrow.
yeah. What time? See that? I guess part of it was I was like, I don't know what time he's gonna get up.
Yeah.
But he's gonna get up when we tell him to get up. That's for sure.
I bet he'll get up early. Well, there's two reasons I think he's going to get up early. One is jet lag.
Of course.
The other is tomorrow's trash day.
Ew.
And on a dead-end street, what that means
Oh.
is the truck goes backwards.
That noise.
Yes. So you
That
will hear that
ridiculous
noise. And the compost truck is the first one to come, and it comes at like 6:45.
Oh my God.
How to annoy
And we will be up
oh.
by 6:45 as well. So you'll hear us potentially.
So our plan. Well, the other thing is Hayden. I'm not sure what time Hayden's gonna get up because she's not gonna get home till late.
Well,
So
she's probably
Alex
gonna
can
sleep
either
till
hang
noon
out at
based
my
on her
house.
shift.
She will sleep till 1 p.m. if I don't wake her up. So I'll be waking her up.
Because she's going to work till, with the wee hours tonight.
Yeah, maybe she won't work so long.
Lovely shift.
So you can either hang at my house and Hayden and Joan can meet you there, potentially.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Or I can take him to the Lloyd Center
Mm-hmm.
and maybe put him on the Max or something.
Yeah.
Depends on if he wants to go to the mall or not.
If I want to kill time, I will.
Yeah, because my office is right
You
by
could-
a,
like, if
right
he's
on
not up
top of a mall.
Yeah, if he doesn't want to. But yeah, we can easily pick him
Or
up.
I can, I can
Unless if-
also, I was figuring I'd make you breakfast tomorrow.
Sure.
Yeah.
Unless if Hayden's a night owl
There's
like
some
I
bacon
am.
involved.
Yeah, that's it. That's the problem. Is when she's not working, she stays up late because then it just makes it easier.
Yeah.
That's me too.
So she's up.
Yeah, you're online at weird hours sometimes, like 2,
I know,
3 in the morning.
because I catch him online at weird hours in the morning.
You-
I'm like, dude, that's like 3 hours even like further ahead.
You're
Yeah.
referring to 2013, right?
Oh,
Because I
Glenn's
remember
not
that
watching,
particular
I can-
message you sent me.
Alex, where's your parents? Go to bed.
That-
You're like, haha.
What was I
He kept
doing?
texting me going, haha, I'm still awake. I was like, okay, I'm
You
not,
remember that? Impressive memory.
I'm not, yeah.
Better than Charlie. No offense.
Well, Charlie's a little older than me. But,
How to annoy Joan. I've convinced like 10 to 15 Floridians to move to Portland.
oh, stop, child. That
I know,
child,
really.
We don't need Florida. I already have a friend from Florida. I'm always like, when she does something stupid, I'm like, okay, she's from Florida. They're like, oh.
The irony here is I was in Florida last month.
Yeah, that's right, for Disneyland.
Yeah, did you guys
So
have a
tell
fun
me-
trip?
Tell me about the car racing because, dude, I so don't get it. The
What?
only race I've ever watched, and not even all of it, but part of it, is I had a patient who I had to hold pressure on his neck,
What?
and he was watching NASCAR, and I was like, so they really just go round and round and round, like what's like in? Yeah, it's the only time I've ever watched car racing.
I'm trying to hesitate on roasting the people that say it's just turning in circles, but
Did you ever hear who's the
same people who simplify
the
NASCAR.
comedian Mitch Hedberg? He's like, dude, you really like going left, don't you? This is right sense of humor. So yeah, I just and I get it. Maybe if you're driving the car, it's like more fun. But just watching it,
Maybe if
kind
you're
of like golf.
maybe if you're watching NASCAR in 2015, it wouldn't be boring, but
Oh, I see. That was a good year.
or 2008 and 9, but if you didn't simplify it, you would understand the actual basic talents of it. The same people who simplify NASCAR saying, "Oh, it's just turning left, turning in a circle, turning in a
Oh
circle."
no, I think no, like you gotta not crash and you gotta.
By the way, it's not a circle, it's an oval or triangle if you're talking about Pocono in Pennsylvania.
Triangle.
It's like a triangle, and then like it's an oval on this side, and then it pooches out a little on that
Or
side.
paperclip looking track.
So say this, the census is going to come out pretty soon.
They're
So,
the same
yeah,
people.
what's-
The same people who say
The city of Boston might be able to issue,
NASCAR is
like,
easy. It's just turning left. Are the same people who
I don't think it's easy because I mean, driving 6 hours
who
in a car
have
is not easy.
you just pretty much answered what I was about to say. Are the same people who have an unbridled rage at people going slow in the left lane in Boston.
Now Boston, you always have to be going slow in the left lane. Sometimes you go in the wrong lane.
Somerville, right in
If
Sully
if
Square, the border.
if going 55 on a highway is bad, what's
Wheeler
200?
Mary Kay, what was the name of
What's
that horrid bar at the bottom
Left.
on
Oh, the
was it
town line.
the town line?
Right on the line
Holy
between
crap.
Charlestown and...
Right, and you can just run it into the ground.
This was the most.
because you go into bars and you're thinking to yourself, it's like,
I
how's
went
this
there a
bar?
couple of times.
You're like, how's this bar doing this?
You want
like
apple juice,
Sligo's,
soda water,
like
anything?
Sligo's.
What's soda water?
Back in the day, the 90s.
Like fizzy
You're
water.
like,
Sure.
how's this bar doing it? It's just like,
I'll
dude,
I'll try to.
if it
Actually,
bottoms out, or you're not
Give me
enough
it
as
so
a
I
bar owner to put
test
freaking
how
$1,000
fast I
a
can
week in
drink
your
it.
pocket. You know, you still
Do
turn
it.
around, you sell your
Do
liquor
it.
tab for $120,000.
My viewers need to see this.
I think back in the day, in the early
Someone
90s.
doesn't feed you. Kill. Kill.
Cover up, bro.
Yeah, she
You never know.
is in her like passive mode.
Yeah,
You gotta get.
the ears are
You
like
can't
down.
say when her ears are boxy, then she's ready to kill.
Right now she's ready to have love.
So what time did you get up this morning, Alex? Uno momento. I have to slam my soda water.
We're
Not
trying to
quite
keep
sure
him
why.
1
hydrated.
o'clock. 1 o'clock.
He got a little
How is
dehydrated
it?
on the
bird. Yeah.
Nice.
26 seconds.
Awesome.
Oh,
Time
that's under
yourself.
2 minutes.
6
Oh
seconds.
my.
Radical.
Whoa. Why do you blame Helene for all the bad weather that comes to Portland?
Because she brings the bad weather to Portland.
How so?
Well, did she not bring, like, street flooding, ocean street flooding to Boston where she lives?
Oh.
She's a magnet for bad weather.
Did I bring the bad heat?
No, we're perfectly. This is beautiful.
So
weather.
I'm not a concern,
You're not a concern.
but Helene is?
If she was here with you right now, it would be 95 degrees.
Oh.
Can imagine if we had 30 days of 90 plus weather in Portland
Hey, Glenn.
this summer without
Oh.
Mimi. Can you imagine what would have happened if she had arrived?
Oh, it would be like 100 degrees.
We had,
I'm gonna make it
I,
your
I think we had
3
one
digits.
Day. We had 3 days with 100?
At least 3 digits it would be.
Oh, we were
in
3
degrees.
digits. But I think this year with all that heat, I think we only had 1 day in the 100.
So is that why it was
That's my size.
California had a fire?
It's a wrestling, Quakers wrestling.
Because of Helene?
Because where did she go to visit?
California, Los Angeles.
There you go. Point, set, match.
But what about me? What do I bring?
$10
We
for
will
a month.
see.
Let me go see them. We want to make sure they fit.
All right.
Because based on my experience at these races, well, if it's only in the NASCAR realm, it seems like a lot of the D-bags win. Except for Kevin Harvick and Eric Jones, apparently, this year.
But do you know who the D-bags are in open wheel IndyCar?
Nobody. But what's there to say that Will Power, Tony Kanaan, Marco Andretti, and Charlie Kimbo won't have bad days?
Nothing. However, it's going to be a beautiful experience no matter how you do it.
Even if there's no D-bags, there's still bad shit.
Only if somebody gets hurt.
Oh yeah, like Robert Wickens from Pocono.
Nobody get hurt, there's no problem.
I am praying to Lord and Savior Dan Weldon that no one gets hurt.
Since nobody hurt, this is a chance to expose people who have never been to high performance motor racing, an experience they would not normally have.
Yeah, such as Declan.
Such as Declan? How about me?
Wait, you've never seen a race before?
I've never seen a race. Mary Kay has never seen a race. No. Yeah, but you've never been to one.
Are there going to be hot dogs?
Yes.
All right, then I'm going.
They'll be in gluten-free. They'll be in glutinous buns. So
Is he impossible? Is he impossible to please? Like,
is he 14?
Yes.
He's impossible to please.
Well, that's like roughly 77% of auto racing's fan base.
Impossible to please 14-year-olds?
Well, actually, not auto racing, but NASCAR's fan base. Or just any sports organization's fan base. It doesn't matter where. NHL, NFL, MLB, NBA, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You can't please
Impossible to
it.
please?
Hell, it's impossible to please all
Charlie.
metalheads. Well, not all.
Keep trickling down. Second generation, trickle down.
Trickle down.
Huh? Because your dad's got a lot of my shirts now. You do too. You got one.
I've got some words for you,
Look at
buddy.
the back, Mom. What's the back?
You know that you are in trouble. Do you want
Based
to
on
check out
what?
the wrestling coach?
Not supporting my wife 100%.
You know why you're in trouble right now.
Joan has trained me very well. Bye, Holden.
See ya.
It's good to see ya.
Have a great
I'll see you in the hood. I did not support Mary Kay publicly. I have failed my job as a spouse and a partner.
As long as you recognize the error of your ways.
Fix me then.
Oh, he never supports
You're not my
me
spouse.
publicly. I usually get
I'm your
public
son.
dissing.
Yeah,
But you can
that's
still fix
not
me.
okay. That's not okay.
Who can fix you?
My spouse.
Who can fix you?
You tried to fix her, you can try to fix me too.
No.
But let's think
We
about
don't
this.
fix
The
people.
problem with
If you
this.
need the answer, go to the bathroom and look above the sink.
Oh my gosh. I know.
You're an awesome person.
No, I'm
Yeah, you are.
However, if
course
there's
you are.
parts of you don't like,
Huh?
there's only
course he
one
is.
person
Yeah.
who can fix them.
Even Alex thinks so.
If there,
He likes my jokes.
if there's parts of you don't
Some
like,
of them.
there's only
Can't touch
Tell me
this.
more about
No.
Like, what do you do for work?
This ain't.
I haul in at least 11 or so carts at once from a strap.
Oh, you have to go get the cards.
Yeah,
Okay.
the stray carts,
Okay.
and fill them up if they're having a cart drought on the inside of the store. Good
Portland
exercise.
is a lot tougher job than it is where you work.
Really?
Yeah, because the homeless people have them full of their stuff.
Oh.
And they're miles away.
Oh right. I see some people asking for money on the street. Homeless people asking for money on the street, but never tents. That's
Did you hear why?
why.
Why do we have tents on the street, Charlie?
because you have to have something to keep the rain off.
And who said it was okay? That girl is pretty good.
The Oregon Supreme Court.
I'd really like to taste her every time we meet.
Sorry, lesbo.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Other than, you know.
Oh, by the way, here are the doubles I had.
Oh.
Hey.
I love the different, like, memory lanes that you posted.
Remember this one?
Vermont. I think that was from Vermont.
Maine.
Oh, right.
Not Smugglers?
In the beach?
Oh, yeah,
98?
no, that's got to be Maine, yeah. I'll look at those after you.
Oh, this is at Ellerson's.
Oh
At
yeah.
the Ellerson's
For
house.
some strange reason, I thought it was your old house. Bad memory of mine for a second.
That would be Odin, Alex, Hayden, Kate, Jake, and Harrison. This is our old.
Now
that's
it's your
our
old house. There we go. Can't believe my memory messed up that bad.
And this is
So the good news
the.
about
Pick up
A-Days
Notch
and B-Days?
2000.
Yeah.
I even remember
Especially
it
at
that
the
far.
beginning of the year? Yeah. You don't have any homework.
I remember you guys fell asleep and we left you in the
Might
box
have
and we
some
were
for
so
Thursday.
nervous that you don't have
Wait,
any for
box?
Wednesday.
Yeah, speaking of which, I do have
Or
homework.
the rooms where we were staying.
For
Who?
Thursday.
The parents. We
Oh.
left the
So we'll
kids.
need to make sure
Once
we
you
make
fell
time
asleep
for
and
that
we kept
tomorrow, huh?
taking turns going and checking.
Did you?
There's burgers, baked beans, salad, buns.
What kind kind of
The
salad?
bean's not born yet. That's
There's green
January.
salad, and then there's
That's
just
January.
lettuce you put on the bottom.
98, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not in order, but still good pictures nonetheless. Most of these are from Pick 'em Notch 2000.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God! Do you remember Pick 'em Notch?
2000? Yeah, I do. I absolutely do.
That was the one where Charlie and I had the horrible trip from out here.
Out here?
We flew out from out here,
Really?
and we got stuck in Chicago because of weather, and we were like,
Again with Chicago?
we were stuck in the plane. We had to like sleep on the chairs in the plane for like 3 hours. So we were like way later than we had planned, and our luggage didn't make it.
Oh no!
And so we get up to Pink and Notch with Mimi, and we were so tired. We like fell asleep, but everyone was having fun in the hallway,
So-
like, right outside our room.
You're saying that trip was accidental?
It just was a hard trip.
No, it wasn't accidental.
Oh.
We
We
planned
were
it.
glad to be there, but the first day was hard because we had no luggage and we were sleep deprived.
That's one of the things I feared the most on this particular trip.
Oh.
Losing my luggage.
So whose house is this?
It's not a
That
house,
was-
it's Pick 'em
no,
Notch.
no, that was the
Oh, that's
basement.
in the Rathskeller.
No.
In the
Rat
basement
The basement, right? The basement?
to Pick 'em Notch.
Okay, yeah, what
Where
we call
we would have the
the Rathskeller, where we had the hangout room.
2012 was the last time I went there. 6-year drought for that one.
We should go this winter or next winter.
I heard that your parents were planning on that
This winter or
We
next
don't know.
winter.
Yeah, we
this
don't know.
winter, but I'm not sure.
That's pretty cute.
You know,
Is that
probably-
you?
We're probably
Yes,
and Harrison.
we're probably not going to
and
make
Phil.
it this winter, but
May
probably,
98.
But maybe next winter we can come.
sounds great either way.
Look at little Alex.
I'm gonna try to.
You have not aged well.
What? Yeah,
Don't say
based
that.
on
You have
my
not-
hair.
You look like your Uncle Mark. You have
Oh
not
yeah,
aged
that's
well.
Chrissy's house.
No.
I recognize that place.
My hair did the same thing. Like I used to be blonde.
Wavy hair?
Not wavy, but lighter.
Oh,
And then to darker.
Oh my
Like
god.
my hair was
look
like
at
your
that.
color when I was younger
blondie
too.
and then dark.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in high school and somebody I was talking about being blonde and my friend goes, "Your hair is not blonde." I go, "My hair's been always blonde my whole
I
life."
always thought it was brown, even when it was blonde.
Yours?
Oh, that picture's adorable.
That's the one thing I always dream of it being a remake someday. Which
That'll
I
be a
think
tough
is-
one. You gotta find Jake.
Which means I'm not sure if it's possible at this point.
You never know.
It's the parents of all the students. You know, a cultural environment is all-encompassing. And to rebel against a cultural environment takes such strength of will and an independent mind.
Oh yeah, it's not just the relatives themselves, but the political climate that the state you live in is in.
Yes, but think about if...
None of it made sense to me and I didn't buy it.
Right.
And
but
good
there-
job on that too.
But there are definitely folks who grow up in Cambridge, Massachusetts, or in Portland, Oregon, and the kids growing up, and it's super liberal. Actually, the political consultants who work in Portland consider Southeast Portland, where I live, they call it the Kremlin. It's honestly this, you know. But imagine growing up here and saying, wait, none of what you're telling me makes sense to me. I think some other thoughts. And it really makes sense to me. That takes a lot of personal strength and a point of view.
Third grade Sister Melda.
So, you know.
I argued with her I do remember this. I argued with her all day.
And it's a great thing. And you found somebody who respected you enough to argue with you?
No.
No.
She counted my question wrong on a test. And she said, the question was, what do you think? Blah, 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 blah. And I said, you can't count it wrong because this is what I think.
Yeah.
And she,
Kind
Kindest.
Kindest? Are you?
I shaved my eyebrows like Dan. Twice.
You are Uncle Mark's cologne.
But did he shave
Not
his
cologne,
eyebrows?
Cologne.
My
Cologne.
mom
Your Uncle
and
Dan, your Uncle Mark's cologne. Cologne.
Kindest.
Oh yes,
Hold on.
the most respectful.
Hold on, Declan. Settle down.
no,
Put
no,
that
I got something to say. My mom and Mimi and Uncle Dan say that I'm a lot like Uncle Phil.
Maybe.
Back to me. The important discussion.
Oh.
Me, what about me?
My Dan tells me whenever I was in many years ago. This was many years ago when I was being a knucklehead. He says I was being a lot like you,
Probably
By
correct.
stealing
Right
his
now, your face?
Mark.
No. My cousin George.
Oh my God, yes.
What?
You are George McRae right now.
You are?
I didn't
Oh
realize
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You really are. I mean, if I
That's
had a
who-
camera to take a picture of you right now, I would send it to my cousin George. Oh my gosh.
Because
It's not gonna be short like
No,
what
no,
you saw it again.
no. It's the face, not the hair. It has nothing to do with the hair.
All right.
It's the face. That's my cousin George.
look at
Wow,
my
that's
doggy
really
and
good.
I.
Anyhow.
I don't know cousin George, so maybe I can't.
Oh,
I can't.
cousin George.
I cannot
no.
confirm or
Anyhow,
deny your
back to
statement.
the kindness.
Excuse you.
Kindness statement.
Look at this
I'm not
baby
kind.
eye. Charlie is very kind, at least
I'm
in
saying you're-
as a father.
Okay, saying that somebody is the kindest does not make somebody not kind.
You just said Dan was the kindest.
Of the 4 friendly boys.
Wow.
Well, Mark is very kind to me, but I haven't had
A convo with
a lot because he's so shy.
who? Mark?
Mark.
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
very relaxed dog.
There you go. That's another trait I have with him. Well, I'm not shy, but introverted.
But Mark
That's
Mark is probably the most aspy of the 4 friendly boys.
Oh yeah.
And you
I would
are all
agree.
4 so fucking aspy.
I
pretty
am-
fucking aspy.
Well, I am kind of.
I know where
I have Asperger's.
yes, I will
Well, I'm
never
so
disagree
aspy. I
with that.
mostly.
Huh?
I'm so aspy enough to go alone on a flight.
You are very aspy. You are beyond aspy.
No, you're certified aspy.
Charlie's pretty aspy.
Oh yes.
He's pretty aspy.
Yeah, all 4 friendly boys are very aspy.
Yeah, I definitely have certain.
But Mark is like the most. Is he the most?
I think Dan is pretty aspy. Or Phil.
He's aspy like Mary Katie.
Yeah.
What about Phil?
Oh yeah, Phil.
Yeah. But yeah, my grandma and
Phil.
Mimi and my mom
This
and
is
my
Phil.
Uncle Dan say that I look a lot like
Phil?
Phil and that I behave a lot like Phil.
I mean, I gotta think she's.
Oh, with his
What's
triple,
going on here?
Triple cross? Yeah. You can't do that.
Oh, I can.
Normal people can't
Is
do
this
that.
yoga?
No, that's
This is
Phil could do that, others couldn't. You may want to put the camera on that.
No.
Considering I got
No.
3
Well,
consecutive
why did you
A's and a
get
B
this
plus
started?
later,
Well,
I don't see how
but
anger is
look at his face,
warranted.
It seems to me.
Other than the
I
fact-
that he
disagree.
wanted the fifth
Other than
starter.
You would
Like,
set
what?
your,
So
you would
what-
set the standard for
what-
We were
yourself.
supposed
Yeah.
to run 4
And
times
when that
around
standard was
around
not
the track
met,
on the field for a
The
mile.
question is, did
I
you
ran
fail
for
the
3
standard
and then,
or
or no,
did
I
something
ran for
change
1,
on
walked for
the
2, and then ran for my final
how
lap.
things were
So I only
measured?
got 4
And
stars.
it's a
But
real
Option B, I
Now there's
suppose.
no room for.
The only
now there's
time
no
where I
room
think
for-
anger's
I got
warranted is when
You
someone
will.
sold me out
All right,
the second day.
frustration,
He is like, don't take
irritation.
I already have a whole video on the idiot that tried to sell me
So now
out the
she's feeling
second
good.
day.
And I have
Oh,
my
she
hand
is.
on her.
It's
She
She
is
is
happy.
so
It
relaxed
might be a little,
right now.
harsh.
Look at this
Yeah.
What you're talking about is that moment and
baby.
how the work you did to get there
So
Yeah.
happy.
and
Are
the
you
feeling you
happy?
had when you were there. And
How do you know about that?
I'm feeling sad.
I have, all of us have had academic moments like that, which have been mystifying.
Someone lying about you?
Oh, that's
Well,
sound right.
they don't have to have lied about you. You can go and talk to the professor. I had a moment like that, and I went and talked to the professor.
What did
And
Professor say?
professor said, you said this. And I said, I did say this because of this. And he said, no, that's not right. And I said, no, it's right. Like it's, actually correct. What are you looking for? And he said, you said this. And I realized there was no chance to.
Well, there's always a chance, Charlie. You just gave up.
To what?
Well, I knew there was something squirrely in this class because it was a history of communist societies in the United States taught by a virulent, not in the United States, excuse me, in the world, taught by a virulent anti-communist from Cambodia.
I was about to say, did your teacher sound like this, comrade?
Mary Kay, we're not Oregon, we're Portland.
Same difference.
We're not T-Root.
Knucklehead.
No, there is not the same difference. Is that
Portland, Maine, maybe, but
you have no idea. Portland is a huge state. It's the definitely the eighth largest.
Yeah.
Eighth largest state in the
You
union.
said Portland, you mean Oregon.
there's kidney pie.
No, in fact, Declan, I did not mean
Portland's a huge state.
Is there any kidney pie?
There might be kidney pie.
Or liver? I was actually thinking you were referring to human liver or human kidney
Alex,
pie.
do you like to drink vomit? Still funny.
Alright, Mary Kay, you're in charge.
I
here.
remember that. I remember that a lot. Drinking vomit. What if that vomit contained vodka
Gluten.
substance?
Gluten. Couldn't
Then I
drink it
would-
if it had gluten.
Then I would vomit out again.
Imagine if that vomit had LSD.
Hey, Dex.
What?
Honestly, comments like that expose your age. You may want to think twice. Like, is this going to show me to be 14, or is this going to show me
To be
as
what?
a mature young man? Now, it's your call because it's your life.
I know.
But
It's
the
like
consequences are increasingly yours.
Our team captain Dash.
have to worry about bad weather.
Absolutely, we have good music and great weather.
No Helene, no bad weather.
No Mimi, no bad weather. These go together. They're known Khaleesi.
She always brings bad weather.
She brought freezing weather in February, when it's normally the first time things are blooming.
Is she the queen of jinxing stuff?
She brought 106-degree weather when Mary Kay was pregnant.
Oh, Jesus.
That was so hot. Oh my god.
2003.
No wonder my
Didn't
brain
I
is so
go?
messed up.
You
All
were
that
there.
hot weather.
We have pictures of you there.
Uterus.
Yeah.
106 degrees.
I have a slideshow of it too.
We went swimming in the Columbia and we went to the fish hatchery and stayed in the shade as much as possible.
Oh,
Remember that time I was at the fish hatchery and I was like, why are we staring at a bunch of fish?
That wasn't the hatchery, that was the dam. That was the fish ladder.
That was the
And you were
ladder,
you were at an
I was feeding the fish and ducks.
As you were saying though, Charlie?
you were looking at a unique moment when hundreds of fish, thousands of fish were going up the fish ladder. And you could see them passing in front of you, and it was really an incredible view. And out of the mouth of Babes, the 5-year-old says, "Why are we looking at fish in a window?" The entire room erupted in laughter, stood up and left.
Wait. I was 6.
No, you weren't there.
Oh, Oh, right. That was somebody else.
That was something else.
Wait, y'all just left.
All right, what you're looking at right now, that's the South Park. That is the South Waterfront.
Kind of a newer neighborhood.
It's a newer neighborhood, and it was a dead neighborhood, a neighborhood that didn't exist until they built a certain bridge. And that certain bridge is called the TriMet Bridge. Zachem right there. That's the bridge that knitted that place to Portland. There's that bridge.
It's only a year old.
That's the city?
No, that's South Waterfront. Rick.
Most of the city
Oh,
That
there's
bridge. That's the bridge.
Only get a clear shot, but
You're not
guardrails in the way.
Yeah, but without that bridge, that neighborhood's dead and isn't going anywhere. It's becoming crazy.
I guess it's a good thing.
Oh yeah. That bridge linked that neighborhood to the rest of the port.
Even such a workshop as becoming more popular ways to support Kenya's team. It's an easy way to provide ongoing support for international matters without letting ongoing monthly deductions from your checking account or credit card. Join the rhythm session
Heck is that noise?
clicking on the Contribute Now button at kmhd.org or give us a call at 1-877-564-5643. Right now, it's time to put the spotlight on our
Mary Kay,
Yes.
the best evening we're gonna have this entire summer.
Really nice.
This evening? Alone?
81 degrees.
We haven't had a lot of good weather this summer. You know, a nice evening where you want to sit outside.
And I want to sit outside with my honey.
I want to go to bed. Oh, there's Olivia.
Hi.
Whoa. Day 1 complete.